Hello, everyone, and welcome to SCORE Fairfield County's webinar on Marketing and Branding for Impact, Attract, Engage, Convert. I'm Peter Talion, the webinar coordinator and a business mentor here at SCORE Fairfield County, and I'll be your host. Our speaker today is Theodore Lanham Jr. More on our speaker in just a moment. I will ask Diana Washington from the Black Chamber of Commerce to do a welcome as one of our webinar partners. Diana, please go ahead.
Thank you. Good morning. And on behalf of the Black Chamber, I want to welcome and thank everybody for joining us. A little bit about the Chamber. We are a membership business networking organization serving small businesses in Fairfield County and beyond. We provide advocacy, networking opportunities, educational and informational workshops, along with free access to contract bids, MBE certification, business-to-business perks, and also, most important, information about grants, loans, events, and more. Our goal is to make sure that our small businesses are aware of the resources and services that are available to help them to either start or move their businesses to the next level. And a little bit about our other co-sponsor, the Bridgeport OIC and BizHub 2.0, they have continuously been unlocking the doors of opportunities in the greater Bridgeport and surrounding towns for over 20 years. They play a vital role in the struggle for economic services, along with ServSafe certification, small business development, and urban farming training. Led by Deborah Cavanis, President and CEO, OIC prepares and empowers adults for today's workforce, the changing economy, and environmental challenges. And if you'd like to know a little more about either one of our organizations, please, I have put our contact info in the chat section. And with that, Peter, go ahead.
Thank you very much, Diana, for your comments and for the sponsorship. Let me spend a moment talking about SCORE, which is the webinar sponsor today, along with the Black Chamber. SCORE is a nationwide organization of volunteers, about 10,000 volunteers nationally. Those volunteers serve 230 offices around the country. We are a resource partner of the Small Business Administration. In Fairfield County, SCORE has about 100 volunteers with a wide range of industry, process, and subject matter expertise. We offer three primary value-added services to small business owners. We provide free one-on-one counseling, face-to-face telephone, email, and video, which can be accessed via the Request Mentor link on our website or via the link on the screen. We do educational in-person workshops and live webinars, about 100 per year, similar to what you're watching on the screen today, but there are also many live in-person events. And the third resource that we provide are extensive resources on our website, including a network of subject matter experts at your disposal. Some useful information about today's event. If you have a question, please use the chat window at any time during the presentation. It is located in the lower part of your screen. Theodore will take questions throughout the presentation, and he'd like to make this as interactive as possible, so please put your questions in the chat. We will pause periodically to answer them. Our workshop will end at 1 p.m. to respect your time. The session is being recorded, and the link to the recording will be available at fairfieldcounty.score.org within the next couple of days. Now our speaker. I'm delighted to present Theodore Lanham Jr. He is the founder of Scale Smart Pro and author of Clear Path to Profit. With over 20 years of experience in IT, business strategy, and financial services, Theodore helps entrepreneurs and nonprofits streamline operations, scale with purpose, and access the capital they need to grow. Through automation, AI-driven systems, and smart credit and funding solution, he empowers leaders to unlock profit and create lasting impact by working smarter, not harder. Now it's my pleasure to turn it over to Ted. It's all yours. Please go ahead.
Thank you, Peter. Thank you, Diane. Appreciate the intro. Hope everyone's doing well. I'm Theodore Lanham JR, founder of Smart Pro, here to help you with the branding and marketing to make it simple to attract, engage, and convert. So, with that said, I will share with you 4 simple steps to help you attract, engage, and convert those customers through branding and marketing. Do me a quick favor. All those that have the chat ready and accessible, please type in a 1-word description of your business. How we doing, Peter, in the chats?
We're doing great. We're getting tuition, we're getting retail, tutoring, retail.
See if I can pull up on my end. Yeah.
Retail art.
Okay. Retail art. All right. Now, describing your business using those words that you mentioned, tutoring, retail, and retail art, how would you describe your prospects, your clients, that client base?
What we're hearing is high end. There's also somebody that's in the moving business.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Appreciate the engagement.
Okay, local liquor store, creatives are one of the clients of our participants today.
Okay. Love it, love it. Appreciate the engagement. So I've seen the chats as well. We're going to go back to the slide and we're going to go into our first one. Now, know your brand and your audience. We have retail, we have liquor stores. Know your brand, know your audience. So there is a range of things that you should know about the people you serve uh, that pertains to your brand. Your brand is really what you want them to feel and think about you, your services and products, what you do, how you do it. So when you see commercials on TV, it leaves a good commercial, leaves a feel to you that intrigues you to either want to know more about the business and their services to a point where you're searching their website, you're finding out information about them to get to know them more to a point where you hopefully may buy. And that's what we're all looking to do with the branding and marketing end of things. Uh, Branding again, what do you want a person to feel about your business, your services? Now, if you're building a personal brand, that may be a little different. Here's where you're explaining more or telling more about you and your lifestyle and the things you do. It could include your business as well, but that's more on the personal end. What I want to do now is focus on those particular clients and customers. How well do you know your clients and customers? Do you have a ICP built, ideal client profile? What is that age bracket of those clients that you serve or would like to serve? What do they normally do? What tax bracket are they in? What do they drive? What do they like to put on as far as clothes? That will give you a clear identity. And in knowing that clear identity, you can now present a clear message to speak to them. Because everything you do with the branding end of it will lead to the marketing. Now, the branding, again, may seem small, but it is a big piece. As you see here on the slide, here's my slideshow that I just finished maybe about an hour ago. And I thought about you guys, and it was painstakingly to the point of let me make sure this is clear, visible, and also that I included my logo. So that way the branding end is done and also using colors that complement my logo. So that way it is presenting a clear message because I have a clear identity of who I'm serving. Step 2, how do we attract our audience? From the branding end, we started with step one. Now we're going to the marketing end, because the marketing is now how do we attract that ideal client, that ideal customer? What vehicles and platforms are we using to grab that attention? Also, to stop them from scrolling and looking at others, uh, competition, even. What are we doing to attract those people? Social media, website, your content on these particular platforms. Is it YouTube? Is it LinkedIn? Is it Facebook? Is it TikTok? Is it Instagram? Depending on your business, one of these platforms may work better than others. For me, I'm on LinkedIn. I'm also on Facebook, but I know the differences between the two, where here's more of a B2B on LinkedIn and more of a entertainment engagement on Facebook. So for my particular clients that I would like to be in front of and grab their attention, it yields better on LinkedIn, more of a business type of client. Let me know in the chat, what platform are you currently using? Facebook, LinkedIn, Insta, Pinterest, Google, Nextdoor, YouTube, word of mouth. Yes, those are all great forms of attracting your ideal client. Word of mouth, organic, seems to be a more, uh, I would say, a vehicle to really hone in on that relational end of it. You can do referrals. Personally, if you have a word of mouth campaign going and you're getting referred, that means you're doing something great in your business, or you're giving great value to where someone wants to refer you. I call that a ranter raver. And that's what we all want. We want a client that will rant and rave so much about our products and services that they now go tap someone else into it. And now they're also ranting and raving about our clients. There's also a flip side to that, where there's some that don't like your products or services for whatever reason. Not to say that the product and services are bad, it could be something else. It could be just the person that is indifferent to what you're doing. And if you have that case scenario, that's where you want to dig in. That's some good feedback. Ask the person why, ask them for a review, check and see why uh, they are feeling the way they're feeling, because that feedback can now have you in a situation where you can go back and tweak whatever it is that may be. It could be something on a website, could be something I seen where something's misspelled. I seen where in my videos, in my ads, there are curtains in the background that someone did not like. And I took that feedback, and it was important to me to hear that and see that and recognize that, oh, this is what turned someone away. And I promptly changed it to make it more of a business atmosphere, changed the curtains, and it worked beautifully. And it just was some good free feedback. YouTube. So there's a couple people on YouTube. What is the reason that you would be on YouTube, and how are you using it? Now, the way I use YouTube is this. It is a content library. It is a forever lasting library of your content that you posted. Could be years ago, could be today, could be yesterday. But it is a repository of those videos and that information where someone can come back and review it on a regular. YouTube is a great platform to build client trust, client information, to a situation where they're now intrigued and want to know more about you. Step 3, we want to engage and build trust. YouTube, Facebook, or LinkedIn, you want to be present. They're looking for a consistent person to be present, that is the one they can go to for their problems, and that you are the one to solve them. So building that engagement, replying to comments, creating posts that intrigues them or makes them reflect on their issues and problems and their pain points to the point that you can help them solve them, builds that know, like, and trust. So definitely, I would say engage and build that trust, because it is called KLT. I would like to say KLTB, know, like, trust. Know, like, trust to buy, though. You want that end result. You want that audience to know you enough, like you enough, trust you to the point they want to buy. And let me know if I'm moving fast here in the chats. And I truly, I would say I love the part where I can engage more, because I can start to answer questions and dive into what's really going on with your business or the issue that you're facing. In the chats, help me out here. Uh, Give me an issue that you're dealing with currently that branding and marketing you believe can solve. Or present a question that I can answer for you that will help you solve that problem. Anyone? Don't be shy. I'm here to help. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. Anthony, thank you. I appreciate that. Let's start with the first one, lack of knowledge and experience. Um, what I would say to that is, one, find what you're really passionate about, that one thing, and then daily build a knowledge base of that product or service to the point where you are the go-to person. You can start small. The thing I say also to my students is, you have to know or be a week ahead of the person you're teaching, training, or giving service to. So if you have that one topic or that one thing that you're doing, say for me, it's content. There's different styles of content to post that will get different reactions from the person that's reading it, from the audience. Now, I don't have to bring through a full journey on that one post. I just have to convey my experience or the information that I know that may be a week ahead of them. Say they only know how to do a text post. Another way to build content is to also do an image post or a carousel post. Adding that information now gives them another step and creates more value. So, Anthony, I hope I answered that question that you had, lack of knowledge and experience. That is a step by step, build it as you go. There's no perfect moment time to start or to convey anything. Start where you are, build out what you have currently right in front of you, your field of diamonds. So that's the thing. We all have a knowledge base or information or expertise on something. It can be something small as we can relate to our children, how we systemize and monitor the house and things that go on. We can now take that experience and use it in the business sense to staffing. And that's what I do. The same way I do at work, I do at home, as far as the chores and the tasks that go on. Here's the system, here's the checklist, here's the information about the task that I have or want done. So there's no misunderstanding. I set the expectation, I give the instructions, I even give a drill down on how to do the SOP, standard operating procedure, of how to do the task. So it's not relying on me to show you or tell you, but it's relying on the person to go back, take a look. Here's the information. Here's even a video how to do this thing and move forward. A, narrowing in on one niche or more specific audience. Great question. Thank you for putting that in the chat. That is important also because if you're talking to too many, you're talking to no one. If your market is so big and the competition is so fierce out there, how are you really attracting your audience? How are you really attracting the person that you're looking to serve? So when you're narrowing down in on a niche, it is where you want to intersect between the market and your passion. Because if there's a market and there's people out there that desire your service or product, you'll always have somewhere to fish. Now, the passion part where it meets is this something you love to do? Do you have a heart for it? Does it get you up early in the morning and you just start going and it doesn't feel like work? So when your market and your passion meet, that's a beautiful thing. That's where you can drill in on that niche and say, this is where I want to be. I desire to be here. I love to be here. It's no longer work because you're not looking for the output. You're more looking to do the input. And when you focus in on the input, the output will come. That is a byproduct of giving great service, great value. So I want to say a little more on the specific audience. So if I am a car salesman and there's luxury cars, I can pretty much drill down to who that markets to, what that audience is. Now, if my messaging is talking about dump trucks, I've totally lost the audience. I'm no longer speaking to that luxury car audience and now speaking dump trucks. So it makes it so no matter my market, my passion, because of my messaging, I no longer am speaking or resonating with the luxury car audience. So more than likely, I'm getting less sales. I'm getting less appointments, less people coming into the dealership. They don't want to buy uh, uh, luxury cars. I'm speaking to people that want to buy dump trucks and vice versa. Charlotte, describe call to action. Call to action is pretty much buy now, book a call now, uh, jump on my waiting list, enter your email information here. You're telling the person, the audience, what to do next. You're giving them the next step because sometimes we as consumers or purchasers don't always know the next step. We see the ad, we see the post, we see the content, we see the video. What's next? So your CTA is just giving them the next step to do, that call to action. What do you want them to do from this ad, from this text message, from your text post? Buy now, uh, book a call, register for the video, register for the course. That's what I would say to do as far as call to action. Hope that helps. And if not, and you need more clarity on that, please put it in the chat. Awesome. Appreciate the questions. Let's go on to the next slide. Step 4, convert interest into action. So convert interest into action. You just mentioned it, clear call to action. Thank you for that. I think I briefly stole the slide previously. Glad you caught that. Make it easy to buy or get in touch. Follow up with leads. These are 3 important steps. Clear call to action. Buy now. Book a call. Schedule a strategy session. Schedule a discovery session. Schedule a roadmap interview. These are the call to actions that you would like to have. So you give them direction on what to do. This is the call to action. Make it easy to buy or get in touch. How do you make it easy to buy or get in touch with you? Now you're posting content. Are you giving them a clear way to get to your website? Or is there a phone number? Is there a call center? Is there an email list? Are you making it plain and visible and clear that they can do that? DM me now. Call to action. It tells them what to do and where to do it. Send a text message if you would like to schedule a discovery call. You're telling them what to do and how to do it. Also, when you're networking, how are you making it easy to get those people into your contact list? Do you have a dots card? Do you have an email list set up? Do you have a program on your phone where you can just scan their business card or tap cards onto your phone to do that scanning? So on my dots, I don't know if you can see it, but here's my dots band. And if I tap this on top of a phone, it brings up all my contact information. It brings up all my social media platforms that I'm on. It gives them a clear way to reach out to me for my products and services when they want and when they desire to move forward from the call to action. I'm going to check the chat just quickly to see if there's anything in there and that someone has a question for. Okay, no? Great. Follow up with leads. Must admit, one of the hardest things to do as you get busy. But initially, you want to make sure you follow up with leads and you want to give a time frame. You can even put this on your website or on your post. Definitely on your website, you should have something where, or even on your voice message. I will get back to said call, said message within 24 to 48 hours, 72 hours, whatever that time frame is. Usually for me in the IT field, it was a 2 to 4 hour callback because they had some issues that really, if their website's down or if their server's down, they required a faster callback time. So I would follow up with them on that level for that time period. Excuse me. Also, with following up with leads, set a schedule so that way you won't miss it. Even within LinkedIn, I star some of the contacts because we've messaged previously and here's the conversation going. We can't stay on conversations all day and all night. So if I star it and I mark it unread, I can now go back easily and see this message is unread and is starred. So it means it's important to me to follow up with them. So normally, if there's a message that comes in throughout the night, I can follow up pretty much the next day because I see it, it's immediate, it pops up at me and lets me know, hey, there's a follow up that's needed. I want to go back to the chat and just see. All right, Jessica, let me see. You put a message in there. I put this in the Q&A, so I'll copy it here. What would you say is the most important thing that a solo entrepreneur to focus the most energy on? I have to be the marketing, social media, content creator, owner, service provider, etc. Would love to hear your thoughts on the hierarchy and all the tasks. Jessica, thank you. I appreciate that. And that is a great question. Truly, I know the part being a solo entrepreneur, solo serial entrepreneur, and the things that you want to focus on, those KPI, those key performance indicators, uh, those income producing activities, those IPAs are just that. And yes, you have to be the social media manager, you have to be the marketing agent, the content creator, the owner, service provider, and it makes it hard to work on your business when you're working in your business. So the first thing I would say is grab a list. Here's the list of things that you must do. There's 4 modalities in every business. 1, leads. Every business leads. You need leads. Uh, You need to convert the leads. So you need sales. You need client ascension. You need a higher product or service to put the clients in after you solve the first problem for them. And four, you need client retention. So that client retention is pretty much customer satisfaction. How satisfied are the customers and how long they stay with you, LTV, lifetime value of a customer, client. So going back to what you mentioned, the key things to focus on is the money generating activities. Because if you're in business, you're not in business to be in it as far as a hobby. You want to make money. So in the making money stage of it, you want to get to a point where you're bringing in those leads and you're doing all the activities that says, hey, I'm building a business, I'm building this revenue to get to the next phase. So maybe I need sales after that. And forgive me if I'm talking fast, because I do that when I get excited, and I appreciate the question. Now you need a sales team, or you need someone you can delegate the task to. And even stepping back, what task are you taking on currently that you can now delegate, or maybe have AI help you with? Is it the content writing? Do you need batching of your content? So that way you can plan it out for a calendar of 30 days, know what you're going to put, so you don't have to really worry about it. You can sit in an afternoon for 2 hours and do your content and schedule it. Do you have a CRM that can do that? So we're going through a couple steps here, and I'm looking to find ways to give you some guidance on this is what I would do. One, get a CRM. Get a CRM that can do these features for you, that can reach out to people, that can schedule content, and then also push out the posts for the content in 4 different ways, 4 different places, 4 different platforms on autopilot. That way you're not sitting at the helm of that hat and just running those tasks. From there, you need someone that's going to reach out. AI can do that as well. It can engage people to a point where it can bring them to a call or bring them to an appointment that now you can get on and close the deal. So stepping back, one, I would say focus on leads, getting the people in. Two, focus on sales, converting those leads that you got in. And then go back to three, which is client ascension, what product or service that you're putting them into next. And four, client retention, how satisfied is that customer with your products, services, and you. And then repeat. It's always going to be another level of those 4 steps as you bring in more clients, as you bring in more services. And two, maybe you drill down a little bit and then also get more specific with your niche, so now that you're scaling to. The best way to scale is this. You have to create something simple enough that you can repeat over and over again effortlessly or with little. And in doing that, now you're creating a scale factor where you can now duplicate this thing for multiple people, multiple times within the same time frame, which now brings up your income, your revenue. So Jessica, hopefully I answered that for you enough. And if not, please, you're welcome to chat more and ask another question. I'm here to help. Glad it was helpful. Andrea, awesome, awesome. So what issue are you dealing with, Andrea, that you thought that was helpful? Is it the solo entrepreneur thing as well? Or what area are you really focusing on? Give me one good one. I just want to, I know where our time is just running, and I just want to be helpful. Yes. So definitely yes. Sales is the one. Leads. first, bringing in those leads. But that goes back to your branding and marketing. What is your webpage saying? What is the information you're sending saying? What is your content saying to them? Is it really resonating with them? Is it speaking to their need? Are you pulling out the pain points of what they need? And I want to touch on that pain points. Everyone has a pain point. We don't go to the dentist because we have a footache. We go to the dentist because we have a toothache or we want to get our teeth cleaned. So if I'm speaking to someone, in my messaging, in my copy, in my content about foot massages, they're not going to come because they have a toothache. So that's the first part. You want to get your messaging, your content right to bring in those clients. Let that content pull in people to want to know more about you, your products and services, to the point where they're a lead. Here's my contact page. Here's my lead generation page that pulls you in to gather that name, email address, and phone number. Now I can then contact you later or at another time with different products and services. So that way I can work on the sales conversion end of it, which is step 2. Okay, going through the chats here. I tend to focus on the customized tasks for clients rather than leads. Andrea, I understand. We get into the thick of it and we want to do or create this beautiful uh, product or service. And we get to the level of being the perfectionism level. And that doesn't do it. It really puts us in a tunnel vision mindset where we miss the bigger picture, which is the leads. If we have no leads coming in, we have no revenue coming in. If we have no leads to get to the sales end of it, we have no revenue coming in. So definitely always be prospecting. I would say on a cadence of you want to have a 100 reach out per day as a goal. You're reaching out, whether it's through content, whether it's through email, whether it's through text, whether it's through a phone call. You're reaching out, or someone on your team is reaching out to 100 people per day. That's a great number. I know it's a big number, and most are saying, wow, how can I do that? One day at a time. Start at 1 and build your way up. But if you do 100 reach outs per day in those different ways, email, text, content creation, whether it's on YouTube, LinkedIn, that will solve your lead problem. That will solve your content problem. Is my content converting? Is it engaging enough to bring them in? Now they want to know more about my products and services. Is there a platform that can communicate with the customers or track customers' activity? Yes, there is. There are different CRMs that can do this all in one for you. They can help you with your landing pages, your websites, your pipelines, your customer engagement, and AI is in the background doing those things, whether it's on your website in the form of an AI chatbot, which if you see most places have those now, where you can jump on a web page and you can type in what you want to do. And if it's for that product or service that they're offering, it will spit back the information that you need without a human intervention, and to bring you along that client journey. So that way, uh, if you want to jump on a sales call or go to the next step, the AI has already did that nurturing and that conversation with you already. So you have HubSpot, you have Go High Level, you have a few other ones out there that have those features integrated in there. Again, I'm going down the chat list because we're pretty much through my slides. Please feel free to put it in there and I will answer the questions as best as possible. What do you think is a good frequency to email to both current clients and leads? I have them in different client segments. Should they be different frequencies? Great question. Thank you for that, Jessica. So the frequency should be this. Definitely you want to stay in front of them, because if not, someone else is staying in front of them. So the email cadence that I would do is looking at a 7 to 14 day touch point. So it takes a person 7 to 21 touch points before they can build up that know, like, and trust to buy or to repeat buy. A little shorter for the repeat buy, but 7 to 14, 20, 7, 14, 21 touch points. So email cadence is this: the first day, you want to send off a brief message, greeting, welcoming them, not being salesy or pushy, checking interest. Day 2, maybe a follow-up. Day 3, maybe another reminder if they showed any interest on day 2. But from there, you want to dial it back down in your CRM. And if you have HubSpot or Go High Level, you can use this feature where you can tell it to email day 1, day 2, but then skip a day or wait a certain amount of hours to reach out again. But that is the cadence: 1, 2 days. Here's a reach out and a follow up. If there's no response, day 3, a little nudge. But then from there, you want to dial it back to maybe every 2 days for reach out. Because as we all know, the unsubscribe is easy to hit when you get irritated with too many emails. Same thing with the text. Text messages are more openable at this moment. The rate of people opening a text is higher than an email, but some people do email better. So hopefully that answers the question on the email cadence. 7, 14, 21 touch points. If they are in different segments, different client segments. Now, is it for different products and services? If they're in different products and services, you can split it up a little more, depending on how much hand holding it would take to get them to the next phase. And also depends on the ticket price of the item, product or service that you're offering to them. So be careful with that. What is my favorite thing to use AI for? I'm currently using the free version of ChatGPT, but I know I'm not using it to the full capability. Okay. I use AI pretty much for everything. I used it for my slides here. So I asked AI to give me the slide information about this workshop that I had already given the definition or description about. And when I did that, it came back and spit out this information. And what I did was read it over, check it to make sure it's in alignment with what I would do and how I would say it. And then I just pretty much mocked up the slides with the color and, some check boxes and my logo. So even on the next step of AI, your messaging, your content, you can use AI for that as well. Uh, but it's more your prompting that will give you the results you're looking for. So be specific and give it some examples as far as what you're using it for. Now, ChatGPT, the free version, I haven't used the free version in a while. I do have the paid version. Don't know that it's much difference. You can use the free version. And what I would do is just, again, the prompting. You are a expert content creator. I want to engage, I want to attract, engage, and convert everyone with my messaging. Give me a post about liquor stores. Give me a post about, solopreneurs. Give me a post to engage uh, prospects on the benefits of AI. So you have different things you can really use in there and really dig through with AI, down to your scheduling of your appointments. At least the paid version does this for me. If I want to put an appointment in my Google Calendar, I can tell it to do that. Other things to use AI for, you can use it as a trainer. Train me on branding and marketing. how to do branding and marketing better for this particular business service that I'm in. So you have quite a few things that AI can do, and really amazing at what it can do, whether it's ChatGPT, whether it's Gemini, whether it's Manus, Perplexity, Claude. You have quite a few large language models that you can pick from and choose. Some work better than others on different things. So definitely do the due diligence of sifting through which one works better. I know we're close and we're already to the Q&A section of this. Yes, definitely great ideas with AI and what you can do. Um, an advisory board. I want to tell you this. With the AI, with ChatGPT, I created an advisory board. So to check myself and my thinking of best ways and best practices in business. So you can have it channel, so to speak, the top tier people in business, act as an advisory board with these people and give me guidance and consulting on how to grow my business. And it will spit back information to you. Now, again, be mindful. AI can be wrong. So you got to sift through. You got to read it through and really go through. And if it doesn't make sense, go back and ask a question again. So with the prompting, you want to be specific. Give it a job. You are a advisory board. You are a expert marketer. You are a loan consultant. You are a credit repair expert. You are a webinar expert. And then from there, tell it what you want it to do. And then see what information it gives you, review it, make sure it aligns, make sure it fits, and go forward. Down to recipes, you can do recipes. AI is amazing. So even on the subject, just a touch before we go, I think we're running a little short. Branding and marketing. Ask AI about branding and marketing and really challenge yourself on the questions. Do the flip side, be the consumer end and what you would like and how you like to buy. Your ideal avatar, your ideal client most likely aligns with your former self. How do you like to buy? What do you like in a salesman? What type of service do you like to receive when you're going somewhere, whether it's at a hotel, a car dealership? If you put this information in there into the AI and you tell it and cater it to you, your tone, your voice, it will now spit out according to you, and you will know better what to do. All right, I see a message here from Peter. I'm put in the chat. And yes, if you have any questions or concerns, anything that I said that has brought up some thoughts, please feel free to reach out, contact me. I will do my best to answer your questions in a timely fashion. I put my information in the chat. Um, thank you for the engagement. I appreciate you all. Great questions. Serial solopreneur or solopreneur. Stay focused. Use the IPAs, the income producing activities. Put some KPIs in there, key performance indicators to let you know if you're hitting the mark or not. If you're not hitting those marks, tweak and refine, go back, do the recourse, you know, get a great counselor or mentor that can guide you along the way. SCORE has great information too on their website and in these classes. Don't be afraid to dig in, dive in, and when in help and when in need, tap someone that can help you.
Excellent, Theodore. A great, great seminar. The fact that you made it so interactive is very, very much appreciated. You put your contact information in the chat, so please feel free to give him a call and have further conversations and work with him. Clearly, Theodore, Ted, you've got tremendous expertise. I learned a lot, so thank you. As a
Thank you. Glad to
reminder,
be.
a recording of this webinar and will be available within a couple of days on the scorefairfieldcounty.org website. Please take a look at our website for future webinars. We do 1 or 2 a week, and there are many, many topics that are out there and available for entrepreneurs to help them build their business. Again, SCORE offers free individual counseling, so please use the link on the screen or visit our website and click Request a Mentor. You will be getting evaluations at the end of this webinar. Please take a moment and fill them out. It is very, very helpful to us as we plan future events. And once again, Ted, thank you so very much, and we wish all of our audience a great, great afternoon. That brings our session to a conclusion. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good one all. Appreciate you, Peter. Diane. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.